It's cold in here, you guys. So I am currently in Cuenca, Ecuador, and it is freezing cold here. And they do not have heat inside of the homes. Anyway, that's not what this video is about. I just wanted to get on here because I ended my 365-day long form content challenge. I broke the streak. I was about 75 days or so in, and I haven't posted in 2 days. And I'm just gonna be real with you all and tell you all what's going on and what is my reasoning for deciding to pivot a little bit. So, first of all, I am experiencing a grief journey. I don't think that I realized how much I felt like I was experiencing like heartbreak. Um, and part of the reason why I'm experiencing heartbreak is because I met some really amazing people when I was in Colombia, and I created some really great bonds. And I had to leave those people. I had to leave those people. And I'm learning and accepting the fact that this is a part of the slow travel journey, but it doesn't mean that it didn't hurt. It didn't hurt. Like, it doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that it is easier to let those people go just because I know that I'm traveling. Um, so what I am feeling right now is that I am very lonely. And this place is very cold and dark and dreary looking. It's not a whole lot of sun all the time. So I am accepting, your environment 100% has an effect on your mood, right? And this place just isn't for me. So I am deciding that I'm going to leave here, and I'm going to go to Mexico after this. But yeah, I have been grieving. I have been grieving. And I just haven't been feeling good. It's also like I'm learning for myself that I am realizing that all of the relationships that I have in my life, and most of the relationships that I have attracted into my life up until this point, I have never been a priority in anybody's life. And it hurts me, it pains me to, kind of process that and go through that. But then it the grievance comes because I feel like I met people who immediately saw me and met people who I saw the woman who I am today, and it prioritized me. They came through for me, and they loved me. While I was going through so much chaos. Right, I went through a lot when I was in Colombia, within a short amount of time, and I mean, those people immediately showed up for me. And part of the grievous journey where I am right now is that I have people that I feel like I consider them friends, and I have reached out to them, so many times, and I still haven't heard back. And for me, beef the Marquita that, you know, used to be, she understood, right? Because I'm a Marquita who understands everybody's perspective. I can understand everybody's, life and their, how they navigate different things. However, that doesn't mean that I deserve that kind of treatment. I know that I deserve better, and I deserve people who know how to communicate with me. And so I'm just grieving like some of the parts of myself that I have allowed, and some of the parts of myself that just can't go with me to this next level, right? If I want to experience a different part of life, if I want to experience, a higher self, a higher being, a higher way of navigating life, like there's just parts of me that can't go with me. And so that leads me to my challenge, right? I started the 365-day long form content challenge because I wanted to prove to myself that I can stay consistent, right? I wanted to prove to myself that I could show up for myself and for my purpose, even when nobody was watching, right? And while I do believe that I still have that mindset, I would say that it has taken a lot of mental and emotional energy for me to come here 7 days a week and talk to you and talk. You know what I'm saying? It is not easy, right? And I have so much going on, right? Like I moved out of the country. I'm trying to find where I want to settle down for a little while. I am writing a book. I'm editing a book. I'm editing 3 books at this point, honestly. But I have like quite a few projects that I'm trying to get off the ground. And I realized that I realized that YouTube is just a tool, right? And I want to get to the place, of course, where YouTube is an asset. And I recognize that the work that I'm putting in now is these are assets, right? This is asset work. Because it's not giving me a reward right now, but I believe that it will eventually give me a reward. So I but I don't feel like that I have to overextend myself, right? I am now in a place in life where I'm learning that I don't have to overextend myself to be seen. I don't have to overexert myself to be seen, right? I can really just show up, consistently because I still will show up consistently, but I can just show up as myself and be accepted for who I am and the journey that I'm going through, right? Because you all are witnessing this journey in real time. And I think about when I do finally get to the point where people are seeing me more, and I think about when I do become more visible, I think about how people are going to look back at these like, dang, she did that. Like, she really did put in the work to be where she is at. And that's the whole point behind it, right? The whole point behind it is for me to document my journey, because I'm in a transitional period. I'm in a transitional period. I am actively reinventing myself. I am actively building the woman that I want to be. And it's not easy, right? I think I said in another video about purpose, I'm like, this is very like disorienting. This is very disorienting. It's not every day is not like happiness and bliss and me wanting to actually show up here or show up to do anything actually. The past 2 days I have kind of been bear rotting. I've been not feeling good. It's cold, so I've been staying in the bed. And when I did go outside, I went and got a massage, which was really good. And I went and treated myself to dinner, which was really nice. But I have not been feeling well, right? But one thing that I can appreciate that I'm doing now is I'm speaking up. I'm saying something about it and I'm still showing up. Even though I missed 2 days, I'm still showing up. I haven't disappeared. I haven't bowed out. I haven't been like, I'm not saying I'm completely done with doing YouTube. That's not where I'm at, right? Where I'm at is honoring myself and my energy of that I don't have to overdo it, right? I've learned too much about rest. I've learned too much about burnout. I've learned too much about overextending yourself. I just have learned too much to put myself in a position to just so I can say that I accomplished some kind of challenge that I made up for myself, right? Like I made this up for myself. Nobody told me that I had to do this. And so when people do have the opportunity and the chance to look back, they will see that even through, these 75 days, I showed up even when life was chaotic and hard, right? I still showed up with the message. I still showed up and shared my experience. I still showed up when things were not perfect or ideal. And I think that is what makes authenticity, and that's what makes people relatable, right? Because before I was inconsistent because I was going through shit and I didn't feel like doing it, right? Period. Like I was going through a lot of stuff and I just couldn't stay consistent. But now I am just learning to document life because this is life. And I don't want to sell you a dream on reinvention. I don't want to sell you a dream on reinvention because I feel like a lot of the content that I consume around reinvention, leveling up, becoming this woman, it's all aesthetic. It's all like um yeah, it's all aesthetic, it's all external things. And while those things are important, we want to look at real life. You know what I'm saying? We want to look at the fact that it's not always going to be aesthetic, right? We want to look at the fact that there is some internal work that has to be done in order to become the woman that you want to be, right? We want to look at that you have to dig some roots up. You have to look at who you were and who you want to be, right? And you have to honor yourself in between. So this work and this whole process and this whole journey that I'm going through is real. Like it's real, it's authentic, and that is what I want it to be. And so this is me giving myself permission to end this 365-day challenge. For those of you who look back on this, who relate to it, you'll see it's really hard. It's really hard to grow on YouTube. I feel like I've put so much time and energy and just so much into making sure that I showed up no matter what. And I'm tired, like I don't have to do that. I can focus on other parts of my career that I want to be seen and known for, right? Because I am an author, right? I already have a book out. It's entitled Walking Your Power. You can find that on Amazon. The link is in the description. I am working on putting out two more books, and I'm also working on putting out a workbook. So I have other things that I want to give my time and my energy to, and this was becoming consuming. Um, so yeah, I will continue to post. And I don't know if it's going to be 2 days a week or 3 days a week. We will see. But I will be here still documenting my journey and sharing with you all, revelations and different things that I am feeling as I am becoming the woman that I want to be. And so that's all I got for you all. I hope you enjoyed this message. And if you are new here, please subscribe, please like, and please share. Peace and light.